Hey guys, and welcome to this new video about the Rogue Flashbender. Now I love the guys from Expo Imaging because they really listen to what you guys want, the photographers. Now a while ago I said to them, you know what? I love the Rogue Flashbender. It's always in my suitcase because you bring your whole softbox with you and you have the grids from Rogue and it's an amazing system. However, what I missed was a strip light. I really wanted something where I can steer my light even better than with the Flashbenders. Well, they did what I asked. They made a strip light. But first I want to show you the new system. This is a much bigger Flashbender than the other one. It will create a nicer, softer light. And you have the same modifiers. So you can fit the silver inside. You can use a softbox. But you can also make a strip light, and that's new. So I'm going to run down the system very quickly. Now the background you will probably recognize. These are the new scenic backgrounds from Lastolite. I love those. Now, a lot of you guys maybe don't have a studio at home, so you don't have those walls. Well, when you buy the Lastolite backgrounds, you have two walls, one on each side. And I love the torn paper one. So Nadine is standing in front of it, and first let's see what the normal big Flashbender will do. Okay, there we go, Nadine. Very nice. Cool. And as you can see, the light is very nice. It still has a nice crisp edge. Gives you nice shadows. But you can also light your model from top to bottom almost. And now I'm shooting 3/4, but you can see the light is beautiful on the Flashbender. Now, of course, as with the smaller Flashbenders, you can really bend the light. But let's first make the light a little bit softer, and we're going to add the softbox. Okay, and now place the softbox attachment. It will make the light a little bit softer because now you actually have diffusion. So the strobe will still hit the back of the Flashbender, but it will be diffused on the front. So we get a little bit nicer shadows. Very nice, Nadine. This is really great for portraits or, for example, outside when you just want a little bit of fill-in flash. Very nice. So that's the softbox. But we're going to add a little bit more. Now, if you want a little bit more power, you can actually remove the softbox and put in the silver inlay. And we're going to do that now. This is the silver inlay. And because there's Velcro on each side, you can even use it as black or silver. We aim the light a little bit more on our model. And now we have a really nice, crisp quality of light. And you get a little bit more output. Also, this is great for outside locations. It gives you nice harsh shadows and you get a little bit more output from your strobe. Very nice. But that's not all. This reflector we can also change into a strip light. For the next setup, we're going to change it into a strip light. This is the strip light diffuser. You can mount it on the big Flashbender and then you have a strip light. And as you can see, now you can really steer your light anywhere you want it. So we're going to add this to the strobe. And this is how it looks when it's assembled. So it only takes a few seconds, and on location you can really very quickly turn your big softbox into a strip light. So now we're going to add it to the strobe and we're going to light Nadine with it. Now for the strip light, I want my light to be a little bit lower, but I'm first going to show you how it looks the same way as the bigger reflector. And as you can see, there's not much difference. It's a little bit more contrast. It's a little bit smaller in light, but now when you start adding your angle of light, now it will be interesting. Because now I'm going to move the strobe next to my model. I'm going to lower it a little bit. Very nice. I'm going to aim it. And there we go. And now you see that it's really high contrast light, and that's from the small flash. Normally you need studio strobes for something like this. And of course when you change your angle, you control the contrast. Very nice. A little bit of lens flare in the lens, I love that. And that's why in these cases I shoot without a sun hood. Normally you should always use a sun hood on your lens. However, in this case, because I like to work in the studio with a little bit of lens flare sometimes, I remove the sun hood. Now how do you get lens flare? You make sure that you see your light source in the corner of your image. And then you move your camera just a little bit, and that will bring in the lens flare. So I will stand here. I will make sure that I see my light source, and now I will change the camera's position just a little bit to make sure that it's just out of the frame. And now I have a nice lens flare. If you don't want the lens flare, you move a little bit further away, and then you don't have the lens flare anymore. But for me personally, the lens flare just gives that little bit of extra. Okay, some more images. And from this side you will have a slightly softer light. And you can move around and control the contrast again. And that's the nice thing about the strip lights. You really point them towards you want it. Nadine, can you look a little bit more into the light, please? Very nice. Okay, thank you very much. So, the new Rogue Flashbender, it's bigger. You can use the silver inlay, you can use the softbox, you can use the softbox with the silver inlay. And what I really love about this, you can use it as a strip light. And I do love strip lights. And with the new Rogue Flashbender, I now have everything in one Flashbender. And that saves you a lot of carrying gear around, especially when you travel. So check them out on expoimaging.com.